Hey everyone. The title of today's message is Worry. The Bible verse is Matthew 6:33 through 34. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Trouble. Each day has plenty of it, and tomorrow will usher in more. That part of the teaching the disciples had no problem accepting. It was the do not worry part that proved trickier. In fact, the entirety of their ministry would be spent trying to understand Jesus' triumph over every kind of trouble. Jesus could have kicked off his sign and wonders with parting of the Red Sea caliber miracle, but instead he chose a simpler approach. He changed water into wine because it ran out. It was a relatively minor problem Jesus was asked to solve. His mother was anxious on behalf of the wedding hosts and wanted him to step in, so he did. Which means it was during a party that Jesus chose to reveal his glory to his disciples for the first time. It was the public debut of triumph over trouble. In doing so, Jesus demonstrated that nothing is inconsequential. Every predicament is an opportunity for divine intervention and continued celebration. We too tend to worry about issues large and small, and Jesus cares about each one, especially because of the opportunities that they present. But we have to do our part. Like Mary, we have to ask, even with seemingly small matters. Otherwise, we'll read verses about not worrying and worry even more about our inability to cease worrying, rather than seeking and asking so that Jesus can prove himself triumphant. Perhaps that's why he honored his mother's request. The simplicity of it represents so many kingdom principles. For example, it takes faith to surrender our worry and trade them in for kingdom seeking and Jesus trusting. When we do, he goes to work on our behalf. Of course, that doesn't mean he's literally going to turn water into wine, but he's going to always do the spiritual equivalent. Work things out for good for those who love him. Romans 8:28. Trust him with the little things, and he'll prove time and time again that you can trust him with everything. And don't worry about whether or not you have the ability to cease worrying. You don't. That's the point. Your job is to seek Jesus and his righteousness. His response will be to reveal more of his glory, and the outcome will be your refreshed and increased faith, and miraculously a whole lot less worry. I love how they worded that. If you think about it, that's so accurate. If somebody tells you not to worry about something, of course your flesh, your mind is just going to go crazy worrying, wondering what's going to happen next. It's like the same thing as if I tell you that you don't have to keep apologizing, you're going to apologize for apologizing. Anyways, today's prayer focus is ask God to right-size your fears and expectations so that you can see struggles as he sees them, as opportunities. Moving forward, questions. Do you struggle with anxiety? What things do you tend to worry about the most and why? Jesus used an everyday occasion to reveal his glory. Describe a common event in your life through which he revealed his glory and increased your faith. And do you ask for Jesus' help with seemingly small stuff? Why or why not? I will say with that, I have been working harder to ask for help anytime that I need it, but it is sometimes a struggle because you think, why bother him with this? Something so little. Why bother him with that? But as a parent, you would want to do whatever you could to help your child, right? He sees us the same way. That's all that I have for today. I hope you all have a blessed evening. And if there's anything that you need prayed for or whatever, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. Otherwise, I'll talk to you tomorrow.